Yeah?
I'm joking. So where do you stand politically?
Well, what do you think?
Conservative.
How'd you know?
I don't know. You seem serious. You seem serious.
No, I'm a raging left-winger, man. I'm a leftist.
I'm moderate liberal, so but I will criticise the left and I'll criticise both sides because you can't sugarcoat your affiliation. In my opinion, you've got to criticise your own side.
Yeah, I'm a self-hating white person, right? White people, we need to apologize for everything and we need to bow down.
We need to acknowledge like race, like as in like what's happened, and because we're
Yeah.
all human, aren't we?
We
Black,
just have
brown, white.
to we just have to get on our knees and basically we have to just give up
Yeah,
all of our privileges. We have to
yeah.
give it over to black people.
I don't like Trump or Biden because I know Biden's racist as well. Because
Yeah.
1994 crime bill,
Yeah, he's such a racist, eh? He's a white supremacist?
and also, do you know what Joe Biden said in 1977?
What do you say?
I don't want my kids going to school in a racial jungle. So he was for segregation.
He was, eh?
I
That's too
wouldn't
bad.
vote. I wouldn't vote if I were
I
American,
would
to be
have,
honest.
if he held that view, I might have voted for him.
So you have no issue with anyone, like regardless of skin color?
It's too
I don't
bad.
either.
It's too bad Joe Biden changed his opinion, eh? Because Joe
Well,
Biden
people can change.
today, Joe Biden today, he loves blacks, doesn't he?
Yeah, we're all human, yeah, but it's just
So how is
I
he a
wouldn't vote.
racist? He said he's a racist, but when I'm looking at his policies, you go on his website and he's talking about racial justice, and he's got a black vice president, and he loves Black Lives Matter, and he's appointing
True, but
transgender people to high positions, and
mm,
what's going on with this racist Joe Biden?
well, it's just that I do agree that some people who are racist can change, but not all.
So
But,
so it seems he is still a racist. He's just a racist against white people.
I mean, yeah, probably.
He hates white people.
Well, not all white people are racist, but
No, he
but I mean,
hates white people. What I'm saying is Joe Biden is a racist against whites.
are you actually conservative?
I'm just saying it's a fact
I
because
can tell you're conservative
because
because
Joe Biden said in a speech or in a press conference, he says whites are becoming a minority and that's good. Would a racist say that?
do you think so?
I think an anti-white racist would say that. Yeah.
Are you actually hardcore left, or are you just a conservative pretending to be left? So no, conservatives are very good at trolling, in a way.
Well, if I were hardcore left, I probably would have jumped off a bridge by now, right?
You're
Because
conservative.
I'm a
I can
white,
tell.
I'm a white man. I would have to violently atone for my sins of being white, right?
Oh no! Don't tell me you're a white supremacist, please.
What's a white supremacist?
Someone who believes that white people are superior and hates anyone who's not white, which is disgusting.
Well, are blacks superior at anything?
No race is superior. We're all human. We're all equal. We all bleed the same color. You
So
know,
in the Olympics, the 100-meter race and the 200-meter race, who wins those every year?
depends who the fastest person is. It doesn't really
Well,
have
what's their
to.
race?
I know you're conservative. I can tell you're
You won't
conservative.
answer that question. Why not? Because
I'm not.
the answer's obvious. They're fucking black.
Yeah. Do you have so if I was black, would you have an issue with me?
Well, let's focus on this point. So they're black. Now, why do they win that race every time? It's because they're black. It's because they're genetics, right?
Yeah. Where in America are you from?
Stop changing the fucking subject.
You Americans are fucking rude, man.
No, you're rude. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this question here. So blacks are faster at running and sprinting short distances because of the genetics. Whites are faster at swimming because of genetics.
Not all white people. You can get black people who are good at swimming. They're not, no skin colour's a monolith.
Of course, but we're looking at the averages. So the top, if you go to the top elite people, so the very best of each competition, blacks are going to win those races. Whites will win the swimming because of bone density, right? Whites have less bone density, so they can move quicker through the water and so on. And so these are racial differences, man. It doesn't mean one race is totally superior to another race, but there are differences.
But no race, no skin colour or race is a monolith, like, you know.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean there's no averages. It doesn't mean there's no trends, right? It's just like men and women are not a monolith, but you would agree that women are less physically capable than men in many respects, right?
So you're not actually a left wing person.
Well, like I told you, if I were left wing, I would have killed
You're
myself.
conservative, aren't you?
Well,
See, don't change the subject.
I'm not really. I mean, what do you mean by conservative?
Like Republican, conservative, like not, of course, not very right wing, like a neo-Nazi, because a conservative would not agree with a Nazi, or you know.
Maybe he would, but just secretly so.
So you actually think conservatives would get along well with a Nazi?
I think they would probably agree on some stuff, right?
Actually, no, they wouldn't.
Well, don't you leftists say the conservatives, you guys are racist, man?
Actually, no, I'm a moderate liberal, so I wouldn't mind having a conversation with a conservative.
What's a moderate liberal mean?
So, like, I'm in the middle spectrum, lean a bit more liberal, but I will criticise liberals.
But what do you mean by liberal? For example, in America, a liberal, it's kind of fucked up because you have the so-called conservatives who support things like freedom of speech and gun ownership, right? Now, those two things are technically liberal, right? Because they're for freedom. Whereas the left will be against free speech and against gun ownership. So they call them liberals, but they're really not for freedom. They're more authoritarian, no?
I'm left moderate. You see, like left wing, but not fully, but like in the middle, but lean a bit more left. But I will criticise the left.
You support immigration?
Yeah, I don't have an issue with it. Like, what about you?
Well, you have an issue with those grooming gangs over there in the UK?
No, I mean, it's... Yeah, like, no.
They're Muslim Pakistanis who are grooming young white girls and raping them. Ah!